Brandon, I really wish I had gone to business school. I never really picked up a marketing or a management degree at a business college, so I'm completely lost. If you have ever said that to yourself, or if you've ever thought it, I've got good news and even better news if you'll watch to the end of this video. I've heard those exact same sentences about 250 times out of the 930 or so business diagnostics that I have conducted for repaint contractors in 6 different countries. And the reason we hear those types of things is very simple. If you're watching this video and you own a painting business, chances are you followed the exact same pathway to ownership that about 93% of painting contractors follow. One day you're working for your boss. The next day you decide that you don't want to be there, and now you are a business owner. And if someone who ran a successful business with no painting experience walked out of the door and went on a painting crew, it would take them probably about a year and a half to 2 years to even be a really productive member of that crew because they have no technical training in painting. Yet, for some reason, we think if we go from painter to business owner and we don't pick up any of the skills of business ownership or entrepreneurship, that everything will be okay. If you're watching this video, you've probably discovered that that isn't the case. A year or two into it, sometimes it's okay. It's you working by yourself, it's a buddy. But then when you start to try to grow that painting business, you quickly discover you've got issues with marketing, the lead quality is low, and you don't have them coming in consistently enough at a price that you can afford to keep your crews working. You may discover that you lose sales to cut rate painters and illegal and unlicensed contractors. Then, even though you're working a lot and you've got lots of guys in the field, for some reason your operational bank account just is not piling up like it should. Then you get into all kinds of issues related to hiring, recruitment, management systems so that customers are satisfied and that your system of painting is followed in the field. Before you know it, business ownership can go from something that should create a lot of personal freedom, both financially and in your day-to-day life, and it can become something that is absolutely miserable. Not only are you not making money, but you're working twice as hard and twice as many hours as you ever worked for your employer. So, here's the good news and the better news. The good news is I spent 6 years getting a marketing degree and an MBA with a concentration in entrepreneurship. And it was a complete waste of money. So you did not lose anything. You don't want people up there talking to you about stuff they've never done because they read a book and they're just reading it to you. So my 6 years in college were not particularly helpful, even though they were business. So that's good news. Here's the better news. At the Academy for Professional Painting Contractors, we have developed for companies in every conceivable market from $100,000 up to $50 million, 430 times the systems that you need to sell at higher closing rates, to consistently generate higher percentages of repeat and referral business in abundance, to go after commercial repaint accounts, to hire, recruit, and retain the clients that you need and the painters you need to bring your painting business to the next level, to make your operations in the field more predictable, to make certain you can hit budgets, and to reduce the number of hours you work, yet work on things that make you more money in your painting business. And if you want to discover if these tools, processes, and systems are right for you, I would like to invite you to get on the phone with me for a free 60-minute diagnostic call while we are in the middle of open enrollment at the APPC. I'm Brandon Lewis with the Academy for Professional Painting Contractors and Painters Weekly. If you're watching this message, you already know me. But you may not have taken the time to really get to know your own painting business, and that's what I can help you with. On this diagnostic call, we will look through the core 5 systems in your painting business, along with some operational and recruitment systems that are responsible for the lion's share of the profitability in your painting business. If you're not earning what you think you should earn, if you're working more hours than you want to work, chances are one of these systems or more is either absent or broken. In a 60-minute call, I can quickly identify exactly what they are, tell you what you need to do, give you a rundown on how our programs work here at the APPC, and then you make the decision if you think it's right for you. About 70% of the time, we can be remarkably helpful. About 30% of the time, I tell folks I don't think it would be a good fit. Let me tell you who this is right for. It is absolutely right for the type of person who has been in business 3 years or longer, who is struggling. Maybe you've plateaued financially or with top line sales, or you just feel like you're in constant chaos. It's also for the successful business owner who's at $1 million, $2 million in sales, but your profits, what I would call direct to owner benefit and income, is less than 30%. So if either of those categories are where you are, I'd like to invite you to fill out the form on this page and to simply request a quote. The email comes directly to me, and I'll reply back to you. We'll set up a time to speak, or my assistant Ree will, and we'll get you on the calendar. It's a wonderful, informative call where you can join the hundreds of painters that have found a sense of community, the tools they need to succeed, and the peer-driven and expert mentorship required to maintain accountability on the pathway to success. I'm Brandon Lewis. Click the button on the screen. Go ahead and request your free call. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. I can't wait to learn more about helping you grow your painting business, because you don't need one of these. You can get them in your industry, specifically tailored to your repaint business, for a fraction of the cost, for a lot shorter time, and immediately begin to see the results that you need in your painting business. Fill out the form, click the button. Talk to you soon.